have a little sister who got a BBL and regrets it. When I say I thought my sister was gonna die, there were so many women walking with canes. My sister just passed out. There's blood everywhere. I called the emergency room. They're like, yeah, okay, so. They literally acted like, next burger.
Oh my gosh.
But these are people's bodies. Y'all don't understand. It's one of the most risky operations that you could ever do.
You have an artery in your butt.
It's so dangerous.
And one slight nick
to
that artery. And you...
Every single spot her body was hurting, my body started to get sore.
Oof.
That whole experience was just like, for a trend?
For society. For validation. For validation.
At least wait until it's a decision for you. Make the decision out of love, not lack.
The BBLs are shaking, and this is a tragic story, but at this point, a classic story of plastic surgery gone wrong. A young lady named Trap Star Scar and her sister, that MF and Barbie, went to the Dominican Republic so she could get plastic surgery, a Brazilian butt lift treatment, and she ended up losing her life. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. So Trap Star Scar and her sister went to the Dominican Republic and they got their bodies done. And this is the Instagram page of the place they got it done at. It says K Lair Recovery House, right? So at the K Lair Recovery House, that's where she ended up going after getting her surgery. Now, this surgery was very well documented. They documented them getting on the flight, how the flight was good, how they went from Miami to the DR. And they're saying that the recovery house gave Scar some pills and they were not properly prescribed. They gave her the wrong pills. That caused her to pass away in her sleep. And even when she was sleeping that long, they did not wake her up or try to do anything to help her. They just let her sleep through that. So let's read what they said, because the Kayla Recovery House, they deleted their page, and this is what the sister said. They gave her pills that weren't even prescribed to her. They deleted their Instagram because they know they're wrong. They messed up giving my sister all those pills at once. Wow. And just letting her sleep the whole day instead of checking on her how they were supposed to. Then they had the nerve to say, she's fine. She just tired. Like, I don't know my sister. I called 911. My sister ain't never sleep the whole day after surgery. They talked about how Scar has a 1-year-old daughter who now they have to explain to her how she no longer has a mom on earth. This is a part of the documentation of the experience when they got in the car, because when you go to these places, it's usually done at like, a little put together hospital, some sort of Goals Miami, and then you're taken to a recovery house where they're supposed to have you in the faja, make sure you're draining and all that extra stuff. Well, this was the car they had her in, and said, I didn't know this would be the last time I would see my sister. My only sister, y'all. She was laying next to me the whole time, and they kept telling me she was just tired. I chose to call 911, reiterating her story. This is when she was in pre-op, and it says, she was so excited, y'all. I'm so hurt. Y'all don't understand my pain, and we don't. You know what I mean? This is a classic story. I'm telling y'all, this ain't nothing but Jackie O. And we lost Jackie O because Jackie O went in there, DC Young Fly's baby mom. She went in there and had all them surgeries at once. She got a full mommy makeover, which was the butt lift, the tummy tug, the full shebang at once. And that ended up messing with her heart and taking her life. They ended up prescribing her wrong because these people probably don't need to be prescribing anybody pills. There's no real regulations on these things anymore. Anybody can go in there and say that they'll do your teeth, your body, your butt, your backside, your nose, and it's unregulated. This is them, and again, documenting the process. The recovery home gave her pills that were not prescribed to her. She never woke up. And she said, we still have to wait on the autopsy to come back to rule if it was a surgery from the DR or giving her too many pills. So that's why I told you, you go from the actual hospital place to the recovery house. So they're seeing who they're going to sue. But what's interesting about these situations and the risk you guys take when you have surgeries outside of the country, it's really hard to sue those people in Dominican Republic. Their rules are different. Their jurisdictions are different. You know what I mean? You're not suing nobody in America. Some people may not even want to touch this case. This is a picture of her sister, R.I.P. Scar. They said, they left my sister asleep the whole day, y'all. I'm recovering myself, but I'm only I'm only 2 days post-op. This is a lot for me. Lord, please give me the strength. Sister, please give me the strength. I will get justice. Sister, please share. So that's interesting. They both went in there for surgery, which is a bad idea. If both of y'all got surgery, who's watching the other? See, this is interesting. The recovery home lied to us. They were not licensed. And that's what I'm saying. There's no real regulations on these things anymore. You go down to get the certificate for $1,000 and they just call you a post-op regulated person. And that's not good. These are surgeries. Okay, you need doctors, nurses, people that have really gone to school for this stuff. Let me continue to read. And told us they were the police. So the recovery home told her that they were the police. Shut Kayla Recovery House _down. She won't refund me and my sister. We were only there 2 days and my sister passed away. And this is where the story ends. She said, Lord, please give me the strength to get through this. Sister, please give me the strength. I'm your little sister. You weren't supposed to leave me, sister. This is a pain I don't wish on nobody. And as someone who only has one sister, y'all would have had to take me with her. Y'all would have had to take me with her. I would have been done. Done. I'm praying for you, that MF and Barbie, and this is just a tales of this time, but also a cautionary tale. Make sure these things are regulated, done in hospitals, and preferably, even though it doesn't make it better, preferably in America.
When I woke up from the BBL, I was screaming like, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? Because it hurted so bad. It was the worst pain I ever had in my life, no lie.
Oh, are you serious?
Worst pain I ever experienced.
Like non-stop? Just, or it
Like
come in waves?
So listen, once you wake up, you have to go get your own prescription. They prescribe you Percocet or hydrocodone. Mind you, you have to go get your own prescription. You got to wait 30 minutes to an hour for them to give you the prescription. So you're sitting there hurting for that long, and this pain is unfucking bearable. So you just sitting there waiting on your medicine. When you get your medicine, it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Once I got my medicine, I was walking around same day, blah blah. But it was, once I got home, it was cool as long as I had that little faja on. As soon as I take that faja off, it's like I swell up, I start hurting. It was just a pain that I don't want to.
Things I wish a BBL girl would have told me before I got my body done. One would be that when you gain weight, you gain weight drastically where they put fat to. Two would be if you don't take care of yourself and you don't work out, your butt will get so big to where it kind of like goes over your thigh, so it makes you look like a little wisdom tooth, like more hip and then your legs. Three would be that when you get cellulite, it's going to be so hard to lose it. Four would be that if you don't maintain your butt, it will start to sag. Next would be that you have to really stay on top of your faja, because if you don't, everywhere that they've got fat from will start looking kind of warped. I don't know if you guys have seen it, where when girls gain weight, their stomach starts to poke out, but they have like the ab sketching and it still like looks weird. That will happen, you know, where your belly is getting big, but you have like abdomen, like abs on the front, if they do that to you. Also, I wish when I got my breast done, they would have told me the importance of under the muscle and over the muscle, because since I was much younger and I haven't had kids, I would have preferred to do it under the muscle compared to where I'm at now. I highly advise anybody that wants to get their body done, especially the young girls, to wait until your woman body comes in. Your woman body doesn't come in until like 26, 27. When you're 21, 22, 23, you're still like at your prime. Enjoy your small breast, enjoy a more petite body, because once you get it done, it is so hard to undo everything. And also, I would say that society's beauty standards always change, and I had my own reasonings as to why I did what I did, and I look back now and understand the insignificant reasons as to why I did it. And I wish someone would have told me, just wait. So I'm giving y'all like all the the pros and cons. The only pros I would say, it's aesthetically pleasing, right? If you're really, really, really insecure about something, I would say yes, fix it. But I wouldn't advise to do it if it's just petite and small. Don't do it. I would say do it if, let's say, you lost a lot of weight and you have a lot of excess skin and you really want to perk it up. Do it, because I understand like some people suffer from like childhood obesity or things like that, but I highly suggest all the girlies to stay away from getting your body, because now I find myself having to undo everything that I once got when I was 23, about to be 24. I am now 28, and I see myself and I'm thinking like, I really didn't have to touch my body. Had I just waited and worked out, I would have never touched my body. I would have enjoyed my small breast. I would have tried to build up my bum a bit more, because I wasn't lacking. I just wanted my hip dips filled. But thing is, once they start putting fat into it that belongs somewhere else, those fat cells live, and when you gain weight, everything gains weight. And me, I had messed up because I had gotten it during COVID time. So what happened? We stayed in, we were eating, drinking. I gained weight drastically. And I was also in a relationship where we were eating all the time. So know that, guys, okay? I'm being as transparent as I possibly can on this TikTok.
Self.
Guys, I have never told a fucking lie to you guys. Ever. Since I've been on TikTok, never told a lie. I was at the dentist today, and you ain't gonna believe what the fuck happened. Them ladies, I'ma just, don't get the BBLs no more, man. Don't get the BBLs, man. A lady's BBL burst in the doctor's office. They had to get the ambulance. She had an all white dress that went down to her ankles, kind of skin tight, and it was all white. And I just want, ew. Hold on, I'm trying to get the shit out. Hold on. My mouth watery, I think I'm about to throw up. Anyway, she had a skin tight dress on, like literally. She stood up to go check into her appointment at the front desk, and literally shit started leaking. Like, you see the dress is brown and it just starts leaking out. And I asked her what the fuck was wrong, and then she said she got a BBL done up in Miami 4 hours away from where I'm at. Damn, y'all just stop doing that shit, man. Y'all look good the way you are, man. And if a motherfucker don't like you for the way you are, move on. Fuck them. Like, at the end of the day. But don't be getting a fix-a-flat in your ass, man. That shit leaks out. She had brown. It was like, have you ever seen a pimple burst, like a boil burst? I swear to God, she had brown and green stuff coming out of it. I kid you not, man. I don't mean to just, ew.
Okay, so I'm saying, what's the rush, though?
What you mean, what's the rush?
What's the rush? Like,
I'm trying to, listen, I got stuff I gotta do for the rest of the day. I ain't gonna lie to you.
what you mean? I thought we supposed to be spending the rest of the day together. You got my stuff packed up and stuff. We wake up this morning like, what's going on? I thought we was gonna spend the day together.
I'll be honest with you, that's true.
I thought we was gonna spend the day together.
Listen,
like, why we can't spend the day together? Like, what's going on? Like, you got something else
listen,
going on?
Listen, your BBL
like,
don't smell too good. Honestly, it don't.
what are you talking about?
Your BBL does not smell good. Last night, it was just
I know
odor in the
you
room.
fucking lying.
I'm
I
serious,
wash my ass very appropriately. What the fuck is you talking about?
Listen, it was not smelling good last night.
Yeah, you weren't saying that shit last night.
It doesn't smell good at all.
You hit it. I
I'm just
understand
saying,
how
but
you.
listen,
How
what
you
I'm saying is,
I understand how you talking about
I
it
couldn't
stink.
finish though because it wasn't smelling good.
You
though. You know what I'm
forcing
saying?
it.
That's
You
why I'm trying to drop
definitely
you off,
forcing
man.
it. Get the fuck out of
Listen,
here.
you wanna listen.
You got another bitch.
You should
don't
never
you?
got a BBL. Honestly, you shouldn't because it's not
You
smelling
got
good. Honestly, it's not.
you got other bitch, don't you?
What you mean? No, I don't. Why would you say that? I'm telling you the honest to God truth. You need to do something about
Bro,
it.
go on with that shit, bro.
You need to do something about it. It wasn't smelling good at
I
all.
know you tripping. I know you.
You know what I'm
fucking
saying? I don't know why you got a BBL anyway, man. That shit got
What
your
is you
shit
saying?
funky.
No, it don't.
Back
What
in
is
the day,
you
your
talking
shit was
about?
not smelling like that. Honestly, it wasn't.
Boy, what the hell
Ever
is
since
you
you got that
talking about?
BBL, your shit is it's just too much for me right
Please
now.
go.
Honestly,
Please go with that shit.
I'm being
I
serious.
wash my
though.
ass very appropriately.
I'm being serious.
Very
though. I'm not
appropriately.
playing. I'm
Go
serious.
to the doctor on the regular, all of that. I don't know what the fuck you on.
You should never got that BBL.
You on some extra shit right
You
now.
should never got that BBL.
You definitely on some
Honestly,
extra
you
shit.
I would 100% go back and not get the BBL. I know it's a complication that you don't usually happen. This isn't worth it. I had asked my husband to get the walker because I can't even walk on my feet without hurting and wanting to fall. I came home from getting my massage today, and we only have 3 little stairs going up into the porch. I couldn't make the last one, and I fell. Luckily, I cut myself, but then I hurt myself because I had to catch myself. The pain has gotten worse, and now my legs are on fire up to my knees. They shake all the time because it hurts. I just think it's important for me to show this side. It's nothing the doctor did wrong. It's just, they're shoving fat in your butt with all these nerves there. I would do the tummy tuck and the boob job again because I am having no problems with that. 0 out of 10. No pain. I should have just dealt with having a small booty and worked harder in the gym when I got back and fed it and built it the right way. The pain is a good 7 out of 10.
Another question that I have gotten many times is, do I have any regrets? I have a lot of them. And I'm going to tell you why. One of them, and I know you guys are going to be like, what? Is the BBL. I really wish I never did it. Because as soon as you gain weight, that's the first place your fat is going to go to. Well, for me. I'm not really a huge fan of a huge booty on me because my frame is not too big, but my weight does fluctuate. Like I can go from 160 to 189. I was 189 last year, but my butt got huge at one point to where I was kind of like, I don't like this. So I started to eat better and exercise, but it's mainly your eating. So I had to control my eating because this thing was getting really big. As of now, it's not too bad because you guys can't really see. It's not too bad because my eating is kind of pretty good right now, I can say. And I've been exercising, but if I don't, it's a wrap. This thing is real big, and to me, it looks unrealistic. Another thing I regret is getting lipo in my arms. Let me show you why. You see those 2 marks? Those are 2 lipo holes. At first, actually, this one was a keloid. But I've been going to the dermatologist, and he's been injecting, I think, steroids in them. Yeah, I don't know. He's been injecting something in them to make them smaller. But yes, those are my 2 regrets. So lipo in your arms and a BBL. I personally recommend if you already got a cute little bump back there, just keep it. You don't really need nothing too big. But if you got a super, flat butt and you just want something little more voluptuous, yeah, go for it, or whatever look you're going for. But for me, I regret it. It's cute now, but guess what? If I was to eat Wingstop for a month and pancakes every morning and drink, it's nasty to me, on me. It just looks too much. So yeah, talk to your doctor and see what they recommend, but those are my regrets.
I had to come outside and talk about this because after what I just experienced, I'm traumatized. BBL smell is 100% real. I don't care what your mama say. I don't care what your friends say. I don't even care what your doctor say. BBL smell is real, and let me tell you why. And if you're wondering what it smells like, it smells like broccoli. The broccoli that's been sitting in your pot with the top on for 2 days. We all know how that smells. Sour, funky, molded. Now, it's going to be some people that say, my BBL don't smell like that. I don't know where she get her information from. Take your hand and rub it back there and see if you smell the same thing that I'm smelling. Now, some BBLs have a soft, funky smell, like a musky smell. And then some BBLs have a loud smell, a smell like rotten flesh. But trust me, it's all the same smell. Now, if you're wondering how to get that funky smell up out of your skin, because, yeah, it's sucked in them pores and it's deep within that skin. Take you a cup of vinegar, 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt, run you a bath of hot, steamy water, and sit in a tub for about 30 to 45 minutes. You're going to need one of them thick rags that you get from Amazon, the hotel style rags. I've told 2 friends about that, and trust me, it works. And I know I joke a lot, but this is not a joke. This is serious. Let's get that smell out the way because, baby, I can't take it no more. If y'all gonna do it, let's just do it right, okay?
So I'm gonna say this because ain't nobody out here saying it. But before you go get this damn BBL, okay, I got one 2 years ago. And listen, I'm one of the girls, I didn't take care of it to the best extent that I should have, right? I ended up gaining weight because they told me to feed the fat and I never stopped fucking eating, so I overfed the fat. But whatever, that's a thing for another day. The weight that you gain is not going straight to your ass, okay? Just because you took the weight from here, your problem area, like I took all the fat from here and we stuck it in my ass, does not mean that the first thing that's going to get bigger when I gain weight is my ass. And you would think that would be the thing, but no, it goes here, it goes here, it goes here, it goes to my chest. Now, granted, I had my titties done years ago. I don't even gain weight in my chest no more, but ever since having this fucking surgery, yeah. I just want to tell y'all that before y'all went and spent y'all money on the
This woman passed away a few hours after this photo was taken when she flew to Turkey for a mommy makeover. 38-year-old Kaydel Brown flew from the UK to Istanbul with her sister Leanne, and she had a procedure done at Clinic Expert. Her procedure included a tummy tuck, liposuction, and BBL. The entire process leading up to the surgery was perfect. They even offered a discount for Kaydel, and that's what made her want to do her surgery here. But things took a turn a few hours into the surgery when the doctor came out and told her sister that Kaydel was dead. This is the doctor that performed her surgery, and she said that with these types of procedures, it is very high risk. Now, you would think that things could not get worse, but when Kaydel's body was brought back to the UK, the coroner told her family that large parts of her organs were missing, such as her brain and her heart. During an interview, the sister said that legally they couldn't do anything and that the clinic was allowed to take the organs if they wanted to.
They returned her body, they'd kept pieces of her heart and her intestines.
How hard was that to hear?
Better. I don't think it was allowed, but they said it's legal, they can take what they want. I thought you'd have to ask at least permission from family before you took anything, but they sent a death certificate straight away and just put no, there's not even a cause of death.
But a lot of people believe that her organs were removed to sell them.
I wanted to talk about the downsides of having a BBL body as someone who is from Brazil and has a natural BBL body. First of all, if you don't know, Brazil has an extensive history of slavery, and a lot of our culture is mixed with indigenous, black, European, Asian. We're basically a melting pot, which is why there's no such thing as like a Brazilian look. But the Brazilian body essentially comes from the black part of our DNA. For example, my grandpa is black and all of his sisters have the exact same body that I do. So now that that is out of the way, I wanted to talk about the extreme sexualization that happens to you when you have this type of body. And I also understand that a lot of the women that do get this body type, it is because they want to go into the SW industry or because they want to be sexier, right? So if that is the look that you're going for, by all means go for it, but you're going to be objectified like never before in your life. My entire life, since the age of 12, I have been objectified, I have been touched, I have been thought of as an experience, and just overall lusted after. Also, the type of men that are attracted to you because of your body are literally bottom of the barrel men. They are the animalistic men, the lustful men, the men that have no sexual discipline, no sexual control. So you have to develop so much discernment to see people for who they really are and what they really want, especially nowadays because of social media and because of men's private extracurricular activities. Another thing that happens to you a lot is that a lot of ego-driven women or competitive women don't want to be your friends because they see you as having something that they lack or that they want. So it's like this underlying jealousy that happens, unfortunately, which is insane because nobody gets to choose what they look like. I mean, unless you're obviously paying for plastic surgery, but you know, it's just like weird things happen. And then also your clothes are never going to fit properly. My waist is a size 2 to 4. My hips are a size 6 to 8. So basically the only things that I can wear is like the BBL fashion clothes, like basically like tight clothes, because if I wear loose clothes, I look huge, like 10 times my size. And then denim is so hard, and I don't want to wear leggings all the time, so what can I wear? Dresses, specifically tight dresses or like flowy on the bottom dresses, but it has to be like figure hugging in some capacity. Oh, and then you also get the users that just want to use you for how you look on the outside or how they think your appearance is going to like boost their ego or do something for them. Anyways, lots of like weird things, all because of someone's body type. And I know that other girls experience this also, like tall, skinny girls. But yeah, this is my experience as someone who has a natural BBL body.
Things I wish I would have known prior to getting a skinny BBL. Those of you who don't know me, I got a BBL back in April of 2024, so it's about to be a whole year in a couple days. I went with the Vixen Plastic Surgery group, and I really wish that somebody told me then to just go big. I was really scared of being botched and just having like that wisdom tooth BBL type of look. I did not want to look like that. I wanted to look very natural, and I wanted my BBL to be questionable. Like, I wanted people to be like, damn, like, did she get her body done? Like, I can't tell because it looks so natural. So my doctor didn't allow me to bring wish pics. That's what they call it. So when I was telling him what I wanted, he was like, you can either go dramatic, which is big, or you can just go like natural big. And I'm like, hell no, I don't want to go dramatic. I don't want to look like a wisdom tooth. I want my thighs to match my ass ratio. Like, I want everything to match up. So like, no, I'll go natural big. Like, I want a little more plumpness to my butt. I want aggressive lipo, and I want some hips. Like, and he's like, okay, so natural big. I'm like, all right, I guess natural big. When I first got my body done, I thought it was like really T. It was really snatch, and it was, and it still is still T. But like after the swelling goes down, your body looks a lot different, and you're gonna look a lot smaller than you like originally thought. So maybe if I would have went dramatic, I feel like it would look more like the result that I was looking for. I still like my body, however, I know that I have to go get another round. Also, that's another thing. Most women with BBLs, like whose bodies are like severely snatched, they had 2 rounds. They have multiple rounds. Most people have to go and get 2 rounds. So when you go get your first round done, please expect that 95% of the time you're going to have to go back and go get another one. I think another good one would be just to kind of have like your meds prior, like a day before. If you have a doctor who can write you a script, because not all of the doctors do that. But if your doctor is one of those doctors that allows you to get the scripts 24 hours before, make sure you have those. That way, when you're on your way home, like you're laying on your stomach and you're in the car on your way back to your post care center or B&B hotel, whatever the case may be, make sure you have those pills. Because I will say, the only real pain that I experienced during the BBL process was that pain when I first woke up off that table. And they make you get off that table by yourself. Like, you're going to be laying on your stomach and you're going to wake up with your ass in the air and the faja on. And you're going to be in an immense amount of pain. Like, it was one of the worst painful experiences I've ever felt in my life. And I just remember, like, they were like, okay, honey, you have to get up. Like, you got to get in your chair. And I remember, like, being in the wheelchair and having to go down and then getting into the car. And I just remember feeling like I was literally about to die. Like, it just hurted so bad. I feel like if I would have had that pain pill when I was in the car on my way back to my hotel, I would have been straight. Because when I got back to my hotel, y'all, the pain was even worse. It was so painful. I ended up having to get an IV. I will say, if you're getting a BBL with lipo, get the IV. It is more money, but I felt so much better after I got that IV. And just make sure who's ever there with you really genuinely cares about your well-being. And I hired actually had notes. And I had a nurse, and then like she had somebody under her working, like a CNA or somebody, and they were like taking notes on the hour. She was making sure that I was eating, washing my faja, like cook, clean, all of that stuff. Like she was really good. If you guys want to know who I hired for my post-op care, just let me know in the comments.
This lady went and got her tummy tuck in Mexico. The doctor named Dr. Chavez who did her surgery. And she stayed there for 4 days. After 4 days, she ended up going back home to Wisconsin. She even said when she went to the recovery house, they tried to put on her a faja that was like a 1X, and she couldn't wear it because it was too tight. She said she was in so much pain that she begged them to take it off. So they put her on the binder. So she said on the flight home, she could not get comfortable, like at all. It just felt so tight. Her stitches was so tight. By the time she got home, she got to go to the ER because she's very sick. The doctor see she had dead tissue. Her hemoglobin was very low. So they pressed her like, where did you get this surgery at? Because she's telling them that she got it in Miami. Finally, she told them the truth. She actually had surgery in Mexico. Girl, they gave her 2 units of blood, antibiotics, and some pain meds, and referred her to a wound specialist. Boom, her motherfucking stitches pop open. They refused to even stitch her back up or touch her or help her. She even said she got observed by a plastic surgeon, and they told her that the stitches that doctor put on her did not have enough strength for the tension needed for the tummy tuck. She got an infection, a non-operating drain, and pain, a stomach that looked pregnant. Can't nobody get her stitches out. This is why I always say it is dire to do y'all research. Please do y'all research. If you're going to do anything to your body, do your research, please.